I think art is part of life. Every day around us. Hence, I think it's important that art becomes part of your fiber. I'm Louis Norval, founder of the Norval Foundation, and we're situated in the beautiful city of Cape Town, South Africa. It's a unique site which is surrounded by these most beautiful mountains. And then on the northern side, we look straight into the back of Table Mountain. We had to make sure that we develop something that could really speak to the land and would stand the test of time. And I think that's really what we've achieved here. The journey started in the late 1990s, where I attended an art auction in Pretoria. For some reason, I bought 2 paintings. I started falling in love with art, and from there, the passion to collect started. So in the Homestead collection, we focus on modern and contemporary African art. We probably have in total in the region of 2,000 works. I seldomly will buy a work purely on instinct. Well, it started off by just something I really liked, but as time progressed and I started focusing on collecting, the reason I buy art differs. Sometimes I need to buy a work because it fills a gap in a collection. Sometimes it's a work I really like. But then on contemporary art, for instance, we start looking at finding established artists which we believe in the long run will make their mark sort of on the continent and also globally. It's very difficult to single out which art stands out. The work in its isolation is not always the full story. If we think about Alexis Preller, the show we've got on at the Norval at the moment, I think he's probably the most underappreciated South African artist. There are some unique pieces there that really speak to me and they move me. The same goes for Singa Sampson. I mean, here we've got a young black artist, self-taught, and if you look at his later works of these figures coming together, quite dark work and so contrasting, but they move something in you. I think that's a wonderful thing about art, is that different works have different emotions, different outcomes. I think they're just so many canvases that just speak to you in different ways. When we started out with the Norval Foundation, it really kick-started by deciding that we wanted to focus all our social responsibilities into one project. And having looked at what's happening in specifically South Africa and maybe a bit broader in Africa, there's just no political economic will to support the arts. And feeling quite strongly that art should be present in our lives, I thought, let's really do one project whereby we can empower people through art, and hence we decided to develop the Norval Foundation. So I could speak to the education. It's the fundamental of this institution. A number of years ago, we've opened the Learning Center, focused on bringing children, close on 90% of them, from previously disadvantaged communities, and we expose them to art in a really beautiful environment. We bring them into the museum, show them the exhibitions in the galleries, and then we take them into the garden. And there, the first time, a lot of them are in a garden. They can climb on the sculptures. We teach them about fauna and flora, how to respect nature. I really believe art should inspire, it should be an anchor, and it should give you peace or evoke some emotion. All of those make for better people. And the more opportunity we have to either be confronted or to be in the presence of art, the more we can grow and be better people. It's given me another perspective, and it's given me the opportunity to understand that life is not one-dimensional. And in that space, if you have art in it as well, you are privileged.